How's it? Hi, guys. It's been a long day, good day. We're still fighting. There's some guys that we're still in the mix with. It started at 3 o'clock this morning when we got our first letter from someone in Dallas. You know, you never get everybody you want. You always turn a couple. You always get a couple turned. But overall, it's really a pretty good year. It's like I've always said, you never ever hear a doctor say, oh, I had a bad operation, or you never hear a coach say, oh, it's a bad recruiting year. But it's good because I think we finally had a point in the program where it's not a one-year deal. It's a accumulation of a lot of recruiting that has gone on. We have a couple of transfers. We have a couple of excuse me, a couple of returned LDS missionaries. We have a couple of gray shirts, a couple of junior college players, and then a couple of freshmen. So it's a 2-3 year plan that we have, and not necessarily just going out and recruiting a bunch of freshmen. I think the class is highlighted with 3 transfers that you may have heard about. Max Wittig is really the jewel of the class. He has 1 year. He's from USC. If you guys remember, a couple of years ago we played them. He actually started the game. We have a wide receiver from Brigham Young University that went on an LDS church mission and is back. And then we have a very interesting player from Kamehameha that went to the University of Arizona and has come back because of some personal reasons and is going to play outside linebacker for us. When it all happened, Rich Rodriguez and I go way back, and he called and he says, you know, Norm, I don't want to lose this guy, but for whatever reasons, he should go home. And he played for them for 2 years, and hopefully will play 2 years for us. So those types of guys are the transfers that we expect immediate impact with. Then the next tier are the fellows that we gray-shirted, if you will. They've been announced before that we have coming back. A good example being Damon Riggins, DJ Riggins. He wasn't quite ready, so you gray-shirt him. He was a 170-pound running back out of Oaks Christian in Thousand Oaks, and he shows up in January and he's 195 pounds. So that's why we do what we do that way. And then there's the junior college players. There's 2 already on campus, Russell Williams, Matt Norman. Russell Williams was a first-team junior college All-American as a freshman, California All-American. And so we expect immediate impact with him. And then there's the return missionary type guys like I told you about, Aaron Zawalin, Gus Lavaca. So there's different groups of people, of young men that we have. And again, it's an accumulation of a plan that's over a course of a couple of years and not just one. And then there's the freshmen. We're real pleased with the local guys that came. Jordan Agasiva, we had rated as the 2nd best player in Hawaii, came with us. Solomon Matautia. We really kind of, hopefully, we were trying to stay under the radar with the punter from Punahou, because I thought we might lose him if word got out that he was being recruited. Sure enough, at the end, the military academies came to him, and so we're glad we got him. And then we have some others that we got from the mainland. A couple of nice junior college players, Melvin Davis, a running back out of Santa Monica, Paul Harris, a running back out of Ventura, running back kind of slot guy, and then a corner that we expect to come right in and play, Dejon Butler, also out of community college. The concern with those guys is there's a reason why you go to junior college, and they need to get their grades squared away before we can really feel good about them coming. Questions? I've kind of rambled on.
When the recruiting process started, was it defensive line, defensive back was the key that you were after?
You know, we have parameters, Robert. You know, we have 85 scholarships. So what we do is we try, and you never hit it. We say we want 41 offensive players, 41 defensive players, and 3 special teams guys. And you never hit it right on the button, but we wanted offensive linemen. You always need offensive linemen. We filled that need with 5 of them. We needed a couple of corners. We were still fighting like heck for one. and we need D linemen, and that's maybe one area where we need to continue the fight. In fact, we got a phone call in right now to a high school coach trying to get that done. There weren't a lot of inside type guys that we wanted to get, so we need to continue that, and that'll continue on as we speak, and probably for the next week or two. We didn't purposely sign a couple of junior college players because Amanda makes us only hand out 25 scholarship agreements. And so if you pass one out and the guy doesn't make it academically, you lose out on that scholarship agreement. So we've been real careful doing that. We have a couple of scholarship agreements ready if they prove to us that they can do it academically. But you're right, corners, defensive line, and you always need linemen. You know, we didn't need a quarterback, we didn't need tight ends, that kind of thing. So.
What's the importance of giving a Borden a scholarship now because he's going to go to Michigan? Is that?
Well, just to, you know, kind of lock him up, if you will, and he will not count on the NLIs until you know, the 25 till he gets back. But with the Mormon missionaries now, they can go out when they're 18. It used to be they were 19 and go to a year in school, and then now they can go right out of high school, so we can get them right back.
So Amanda's giving you back the scholarship?
Yes, she is.
The guys you have coming back off the Mormon mission, like us, have you heard of them, any updates, what they are like physically before they get in here?
That's a good question. We stay in good contact with them. Gus is in Tonga, so hopefully he's in some kind of shape. Aaron Zwallen happens to be in Maryland, where the guy that's in charge is quite a jock, and so he lets Aaron work out all the time. And Aaron works out with another receiver that's out there from a smaller school, so we'll see. Generally speaking, it takes them a while to get back. You know, for 2 years, that's not their emphasis. And so it takes a while for them to get back. But we like the fact that we're starting to generate a little bit of those because they're older. You know, you play at BYU and the offensive line average is 25 years of age. And so we get that little more mature young man that's quite ready, Harold Millennies, that, you know, are ready to take on the responsibilities.
You're big at offensive line, aren't you?
Oh, we're big. We're big on the offensive line, which Chris Nally really, really likes. Real pleased. We had a young man from Oklahoma City that, you know, we took a shot at, and he had some Big 12 kind of. I think what happens in recruiting is as I've said before, when the number ones, the Oregons, lose their number ones, they go after their number twos. Their number twos are our number ones. So as recruiting goes on, that's what we've been doing for the last 2 days, is just trying to hang on to the fellows that we have so they don't go somewhere else. And this boy, J.R. Hensley, had a couple shots, you know, at the Iowa States and all the Midwest schools, but he came out here, enjoyed his visit, and is all in. I just spoke with him on the phone, and he can't wait to get out here and get going. 6'5", 316 pounds, something like that.